Hello everyone. Welcome to my channel, The Glammed Rebel. I hope everyone's having a good day. Please like, comment, and subscribe for daily updates. Insane the bold and the beautiful prediction. Will Thomas Forrester kill Brooke Logan? A deep dive into the darkest possibilities. The bold and the beautiful has long been a soap that's not afraid to push boundaries. From scandals and betrayals to shocking deaths and unexpected twists, the series has a storied history of delivering jaw-dropping moments that leave viewers reeling. But what if the show's writers took things to an even darker level? What if Thomas Forrester, a character known for his obsessive tendencies, manipulation, and mental instability, crossed the ultimate line, committing murder to secure his father Ridge's happiness by permanently removing Brooke Logan from the equation? This article explores that unthinkable possibility. We'll analyze Thomas's psychological makeup, past behaviors that verge on dangerous, the current family and romantic dynamics, and the potential storylines that could lead to such a shocking climax. Buckle up. This is the most daring, wild, and speculative deep dive into the darkest corner of B&B's universe. Chapter 1. The Making of a Potential Killer. Understanding Thomas Forrester's Dark Side. A Troubled Mind. The psychological profile of Thomas Forrester. Thomas Forrester has always been a complex character. From his debut, viewers have seen him oscillate between talented designer, devoted son, obsessive lover, and at times a deeply unstable individual. Childhood trauma, family conflicts, unrequited love, and a series of mental health struggles have shaped his psychological makeup. Key traits that define Thomas's potential for darkness: obsession and fixation. Thomas has a habit of fixating on what he wants, most notably Hope Logan and later, his desire to control family relationships. His obsession has led him down dangerous paths, including manipulative schemes and emotional manipulation. Manipulative and deceptive. He has a long history of orchestrating deceptions, from planting false evidence to staging schemes that manipulate others' perceptions and actions. Impulsivity and rage. Thomas has exhibited explosive anger and impulsiveness, often blurring the lines between emotional distress and dangerous behavior. Mental health struggles. His episodes of instability, including paranoia and obsession, have been well documented. While the show often portrays him as a troubled but redeemable character, darker storylines could conceivably explore his capacity for violence. The turning point. Historically, Thomas's mental health issues have been portrayed with nuance, but soap operas have a long tradition of characters devolving into dangerous territory, especially when pushed to the brink. Past instances of dangerous behavior. While Thomas has never officially committed murder on screen, he has flirted dangerously close to lethal scenarios. I am a barber's death. The most infamous example was when Thomas's manipulations contributed to Emma Barber's, Nia Sue, tragic fall from the cliff at Big Bear. While he didn't push her, his schemes set the stage for her fatal accident, which was a pivotal and dark storyline. Obsessive schemes. Thomas has previously tried to sabotage Hope's relationships, manipulate family members, and engineer chaos within the family, all of which display a willingness to go to extreme lengths. Psychological warfare. His mind games, planting false evidence, staging accidents, and emotionally tormenting others highlight a pattern of dangerous thinking. The seeds for murder? Given his history, it's not a stretch to suggest that Thomas's obsession and instability could escalate into deadly territory. The show has already hinted at his unhinged tendencies, and recent episodes have seen him act increasingly volatile. Chapter 2. The Current Landscape. Ridge, Brooke, Taylor, and Thomas. The family dynamics, a powder keg. The core of B&B's ongoing drama revolves around Ridge Forrester's love life, family loyalty, and the intense emotional entanglements between Ridge, Brooke Logan, Taylor Hayes, and the younger generation. Key elements fueling potential chaos. Ridge's indecision. Ridge's inability to choose definitively between Brooke and Taylor has created a simmering conflict. His recent decision to remarry Brooke has reignited tensions, especially with Taylor and Steffi. Brooke's resilience and schemes. Brooke's ongoing efforts to maintain her relationship with Ridge and her position at Forrester Creations often put her at odds with other family members. Taylor's sacrifices. Taylor has endured heartbreak and betrayal, but remains committed to her family and her version of love with Ridge. Thomas's obsession. Thomas's fixation on family unity, his role as Ridge's son, and his fragile mental state make him unpredictable. The stage is set for tragedy. The recent episodes have depicted Thomas's increasingly unstable behavior, culminating in a scene where he physically confronts Brooke, seemingly ready to go overboard. Ridge's intervention was a turning point, offering hope for emotional growth, but the danger remains. The elements that could spark a deadly turn. A jealousy and revenge. Thomas's deep-seated jealousy over Ridge's relationships could fester into deadly revenge fantasies. Manipulation and deception. If Thomas perceives Brooke as the obstacle to his family's happiness, he might craft elaborate plans to remove her permanently. Mental state. His mental health struggles could tip into psychosis, paranoia, or delusional thinking, making murder a conceivable outcome. Chapter 3. From psychological warfare to deadly action. How could Thomas kill Brooke? The motivation. Why would Thomas do it? The core motivation would stem from his obsession with saving his family from what he perceives as destructive influences. Thomas is motivated to eliminate Brooke in order to secure Ridge's loyalty to either Taylor or himself. Thomas believes it is his divine duty to prevent Brooke from poisoning Ridge's happiness. Thomas aims to gain control over the family's future by removing any obstacles he perceives. The methodologies. How could Thomas commit murder? Soap operas have a long history of creative, often sensational, murder storylines. Should Thomas's obsession escalate, the following scenarios could unfold. A freak accident scene, perhaps a fall down the stairs at the Forrester estate, staged as an accident but orchestrated by Thomas. The scene could be made to look like a tragic mishap. A car accident. Thomas could manipulate circumstances to cause a fatal car crash on Mulholland Drive or another secluded location. Poisoning or sabotage. While less likely, Thomas could poison Brooke or sabotage her environment, leading to her death. An elaborate setup. Using deception, Thomas could arrange for Brooke to be alone, then cause her to fall or be harmed in a way that appears accidental. The psychological toll and ethical implications. The idea of Thomas intentionally killing Brooke is a tremendous leap for B&B, but soap operas have historically explored these dark themes. The moral dilemma. Would the show portray Thomas as a villain beyond redemption? And the audience's reaction. A murder storyline would shock viewers, but could also be used to explore mental health issues, guilt, and consequences. A legal repercussions. If Thomas's actions were discovered, he'd face arrest, trial, and possibly imprisonment. A typical soap trope that could be explored in depth. Chapter 4. The fallout. How would the family react? The immediate aftermath. If Thomas were to kill Brooke, the fallout would be monumental. Ridge's devastation and guilt. Ridge would be crushed, possibly spiraling into grief and guilt, questioning his role in the tragedy. A family division. Some family members, perhaps Steffi or Taylor, might support Thomas's actions, while others, like Hope, Liam, or Hope's family, would be horrified. Illegal consequences. Law enforcement would become involved, leading to arrests and a criminal investigation. The long-term impact. Thomas's mental health and redemption arc. Would he be remorseful or deny responsibility? Could this push him further into darkness or lead to a redemption arc? Brooke's legacy. Her death would shake up the soap universe, forever altering the show's trajectory. Family reconciliation or complete breakdown. The Forrester family could fracture permanently or rally together in grief and remorse. Chapter 5. Is the bold and the beautiful brave enough to go there? The tradition of shocking the audience. Soap operas have a long tradition of shocking moments, including deaths, betrayals, and twists that redefine characters' lives. Notable examples include Victoria Newman's Death on the Young and the Restless, The death of Dante Falconeri's mother at the General Hospital. The infamous murder of Stefano Di Mera on Days of Our Lives. B&B has flirted with dark storylines before, such as the Emma Barber tragedy or Ridge's near-fatal accidents. Taking Thomas to the extreme of murder would be a bold move, but not unprecedented. The risks and rewards. Oh, risks! Alienating viewers, crossing moral boundaries, and risking backlash from fans who prefer lighter storylines. Rewards. Creating buzz, generating ratings, and exploring the darker depths of soap storytelling. Would the writers dare? While it's highly unlikely that Thomas would actually kill Brooke in a straightforward manner, the idea remains tantalizing for fans who crave the ultimate soap shocker. It could be a storyline that pushes boundaries and challenges perceptions of morality. Chapter 6. Concluding thoughts. Is this the B&B's darkest nightmare, or just fan speculation? The reality check. While the idea of Thomas killing Brooke is extreme, it's rooted in his long history of instability and obsession. Fans of soap operas often engage in speculating about potential outcomes, and the prospect of such a drastic shift evokes deep-seated apprehensions and heightened drama. But is it plausible? Not in the immediate future. But in the soap universe, where anything can happen, it's not entirely outside the realm of possibility. The moral of the story. This wild prediction emphasizes the value of mental health awareness, the dangerous consequences of obsession, and the power of storytelling to explore the darkest parts of human nature. Final words. The most shocking B&B plot twist nobody saw coming. While it's highly unlikely that The Bold and the Beautiful will actually depict Thomas Forrester murdering Brooke Logan, the mere speculation highlights the series' capacity for shock and the depths of obsession that characters like Thomas can reach. Whether or not the writers ever go there, the idea of such a dark turn fuels passionate debates among fans and keeps the series at the forefront of soap opera unpredictability. What's certain is that B&B will continue to surprise, challenge, and entertain with its daring storylines, and fans will be watching closely, whether for love, heartbreak, or the most insane twists of all. Stay tuned for more wild predictions, spoilers, and deep dives into the most shocking storylines yet to come. You are welcome to share any video requests in the comments. I will make a video about it. Stay connected with the Glammed Rebel for all the latest updates, spoilers, and deep dive recaps. See you in the next video. Stay safe and healthy. May God keep you safe. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to turn on the notification bell button for daily updates.